what's going on? Just what's going on? Right. Brook wins the other night. Starts a whole Twitter thing. Amir Khan gets involved, and Amir Khan kind of announces Algeria, and then says, writes on his Twitter if it's Algeria. So not really sure what's going on there. As far as you understand it, is it Khan Algeria?
As far as I understand, yeah. But you know what? To tell you the truth, I just think I like Amir. Yeah, I love Kell. He's my boy. I like Amir, and I think realistically, he's kind of making himself look a little bit silly. Some of the things he's saying. Because at one point, he contradicts himself 3 times in one sentence. One was saying he doesn't want to give a man the fight that's been so disrespectful. Then he's saying, yeah, let's do the fight, but in 12 months' time. Then he's saying the fight's not big enough. You know, he needs to make up his mind what the reason is. Common sense tells you if a world champion's calling you out, the man that's got the belt, and you're getting realistically offered £5 million, which is a massive purse, which I'm sure he's not getting for boxing Algeria. Why not take it? You know, if I was a fighter and I didn't have the belts, and the best 2 fighters in the world, Pacquiao and Mayweather, were fighting, and I had the chance of getting the other belt that was available from another fighter and getting paid well for it, common sense tells you that's the way you go. Now, the only thing that can happen with both fighters, him and Kell, is they lose in between then and now. And if there's ever a better time for these two to box, is now, unless, you know, Amir manages to capture one of the titles. Now, realistically, I don't think he has a cat in hell's chance of boxing Mayweather or Pacquiao. The reason being is because his style is all wrong for them. He's too busy, he's too fast, he's just too young for them. I don't think it'll happen. So where does Amir Khan go then? Is he bigger than any belt? You know, we've had fights that are out there and they don't need a belt. For these guys here, I just think, for me, if I was Amir Khan, I'd do it. If you truly really believe that that was your level, if you thought you could win the title.
So, what do you think the reasons are? He's already said that, you know, he's not dismissing the Brook fight. He says it.
But he is. He says
no,
he
but
isn't.
What I'm saying, for the time being, for now, obviously he had an opponent in mind, whether that, you know, that it be Chris Algeria or not.
Ramadan starts June the 17th. Apparently, we're talking about Wembley. It's possible to do that June the 13th. So, and anybody with any ounce of common sense is saying, well, why is this fight not happening? I'm listening to what he's saying, and I understand he's saying he's got bigger fish to fry, he wants bigger scalps on his record. I get that. But if you really believe that you're going to be able to beat Kell Brook, then why not do it? It's common sense. It puts him in pole position for the dream fight that he wants against Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather, the winner or the loser, because he's a champion. Say, for instance, Manny Pacquiao gets turned over, but he wants to still get another title. So to do that, he's going to box. You know, Kell Brook's the guy with the IBF title, but if Amir's got it, Amir's the guy with the IBF title. So why not do the fight? To me, it doesn't make common sense. He's saying it's business. Unless he's thinking this fight is going to be as big as Foch Groves this time next year, which realistically...
It could be.
You think?
That fight...
Foch Groves was big because of the first fight. The first fight and all what happened in the first fight, and then all the hullabaloo and everything what happened in between that. Then the second fight was massive. Now this fight could be big. You know, and it's really, you know, they could build this fight well. And everybody knows there's no love lost between the two of them. So common sense tells you, why not do the fight? Amir Khan, if he believes he can beat Kell, would be IBF champion to try and coax the likes of Manny Pacquiao over to the UK to box. You know, and would Manny Pacquiao come over to box Kell Brook? I don't know. You know, Amir Khan is very popular in the States. The backlash from the States is, why not do this fight? What's going on? You know, bigger fights out there. What's about Algeria? I don't get it, man. I don't get it, and I want to sympathise with him because I just think I like Amir and I like where he's coming from. I think his last few performances have been outstanding, and I'm a great fan of his. But to me, I just think common sense tells you, get the fight done, get the fight on. You know, it's a big fight, big money. This is good business here in the UK. If you really believe in yourself, deal with a fight.
So the bottom line is, you don't understand why Khan's chosen to fight Algeria when Kell Brook's right there. Yeah. Would you say that Kell Brook is a bigger name than Chris Algeria?
Yeah.
Right. So.
Of course, Kell Brook, yes he is. And after Kell's last, listen, if Amir's to fight Kell Brook, he's got to fight him now. Reason being is because Kell Brook over the last 3 years, his career has created there's been no momentum, there's been no consistency through fights pulling out, through injuries or whatever. So if he's to fight Amir Khan, get him now before he starts to get some consistency in his fights. Say for instance he fights again in May. You know, he's just boxed last week, boxes again in May, could get another one by the end of the year. Then what? You know, this guy then fully believes in the big shoes he's wearing because he's thinking I'm champion and I can fight. So to me, if I was Amir, common sense tell you, box him now before he actually really believes himself.
Just one thing I'll just end on. I don't know the complete reasons why, like I said, it's a little bit are confusing, but I will say I don't believe Khan is ducking Brook. I don't believe that. I don't believe Khan would duck anyone.
Listen,
when
I don't believe that either because of the way Amir's fought. You've got to pat this man in the back. But it looks like he is. It looks like he is. It's that simple because everybody's saying, but why? I cannot think of I can't understand every reason he's come out with. I don't get it. I've got an argument for every reason he's come out with, and I'm quite sure his fans and I'm quite sure the public have. I don't get it.
Well, hopefully, one day he'll answer his questions or his fight path. If it happens, him and Brook, that will answer itself. But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think you're wanted
Newcastle.
Anyway.
I'm getting on the tune.
Do your Geordie accent quickly.
Can you move on, Johnny, because he wants to interview me?
Can you do your Geordie accent quickly?
I can't do one.
Just do it quickly.
No, that's Irish. That's Scottish. Why are you, man? Hey! I made that up.